Good morning. Good morning. Today is Takeaway Tuesday. I am very excited. Thank you for joining me. My name is Tina Kavrich, but if that you can't say that or remember that, that's okay. My name, you can always call me Northern Stamper. If you have any questions or any comments, you can drop me an email at northernstamper@gmail.com. Today we are working with the Changing Leaf stamp set. This is fantastic. I love this set. Currently, this bundle is just on back order for the moment and is expected to come in roughly about September the 23rd. I just wanted to let you know that. But today we are using the Changing Leaf stamp set. It is fantastic. It's a great way to use stamps for your card making uh, that you want. So I did post earlier today the items that you're going to be using. So we're using the Changing Leaf stamp set. We need Memento black ink, a piece of basic white. That's a piece of basic white cardstock and a card base. And I'm using Cajun Craze. So I wanted to let you know those are all the items that you need, other than you can always add in some ribbon and a sentiment that you would like to use. So before I get started on the card, I wanted to let you know that I got a few things coming up. I have Takeaway Tuesday in October, and we're going to be working with the designer series paper that is in the mini catalog. It's $25 for the package of itself if you would like the package. And I will be cutting that this week and they will be going out in the mail. For Takeaway Tuesday in November, we are going to be using, this is very exciting. It's a little bit more money. It's $30 if you pick it up and $45 for Canada Post delivery. It's a little bit more because it is coming as a 12 by 12 and I didn't want to cut it down. And what we are using is called A Little Bit Festive. And these are a lot of the ephemera packs on a sheet. There are a ton on here. We're going to be using that. There's some designer series paper that comes with it. It's actually very, very pretty. So there are large pieces of ephemera, and there's some extra sheets that are ephemera pack. Every time I pick it up, it seems to fall apart. There's so many. So I just wanted to let you know about that. That is in November. If I can get the shipping down less than 40 from the $45 price, I will definitely do that. So that is on page 18 of the mini catalog, and you can see 1, 2, 3 sheets of ephemera and 1, 2, 3 double-sided of the designer series paper. And it makes a lot of great cards. One of the things I would add to this if I was you is definitely if you don't have any Christmas sentiments, pick up, there's a sentiment pack. Oh, here it is on page 15. This is a great item to have, and it is called Joyful Sayings. You just pop them out, and it's fantastic. There's a whole bunch of Christmas sayings on there, so you might want to do that. I also want to bring to your attention there is free shipping on September the 18th on $100 or more. But if your order does not reach $100, just drop me an email, northernstamper@gmail.com, and let's see what we can do and get you your order for free. I have a kit night coming up. It is free. It is a Zoom link, and you just need to either drop me a message, drop me an email, or comment below, and I'll add you to the list so I can send you the Zoom link for that, and that's September the 23rd. Speaking of kits, did you see yesterday I got my paper pumpkin? I was so excited. Very cute. Everything in here is so cute. I ended up buying 2 of these by mistake, but this is a card I made yesterday. It is so darn cute. I gotta tell you, the paper pumpkins have come a long way. A lot of their kits have come a long way. So isn't that so cute? They've got really, really fabulous kits now, and that you can do so many things with it. Let's see if our camera refocuses. If not, I have to figure something out. Hold on. That did not refocus. Let's go like this. There we go. As I said, the kits are much better nowadays, so you might want to take a look at a kit. So let's get started creating our card. Give me a thumbs up if you are ready to start the card. Okay. What we're going to start with is our Memento black ink. Got that? Are we in focus? I can't tell. Let's find a way to make sure we're in focus. Bear with me. Sometimes this focus is offset. Yes, there's the sayings. Let's see if this refocuses on here. Hello. I think it did. Can't tell. Yes, it did. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Either I need better glasses or I think I need a magnifying glass. So we got our Memento black ink. And remember, I talked about before why I have the year on this Memento black ink. I don't know about you. Some people, they love to re-ink their ink pads. Me, I just buy a new one because I like the nice juicy ink pads. So I write the number of the year on there so I know which year the Memento came in on. We have our piece of basic white, and that's what we're going to be working on right now. The changing leaves, let's get a stamp out, and I'm going to use this one. You want to find a leaf that has something open in it because we are going to be doing some coloring with some Stampin' Blends. If you don't have Stampin' Blends, crayons, pencil crayons, watercolor pencils, it doesn't matter what you got, something to color with. So this one has a little bit of open space, so we're going to be using that. So I've placed it on the block, and this is super, super simple. I love, this is so much fun. This is so much fun. And we're just doing random stamping on this card. Let's see, I just don't know where I want the ink pad. So I'm going to ink it up, and I'm going to so I got to think a little bit ahead of time on where I'm going to be placing the stamps. So I want full pieces of stamps somewhere, and I'm going to have a sentiment right about here. So I got to kind of keep that in mind. So if I do that, I ink it up, and I'm going to start randomly stamping. There we go. So I got my nails done today, this week, so I can match the fall leaves that I got going on the other page. So there we go. So I stamped the first one, and I'm going to put another one down here, and I'm just randomly stamping. Just make sure that your ink is all over your stamp. So I'm going to keep stamping. This is a lot of fun. This is one of my favorite kind of things. So I know I'm going to have a sentiment around here. Let's add more leaves this way. I'm going to place them in a little close, so I don't want them overlapping, but I want them fairly close. So different ways that they're going. This one will go up and down. Can I squeeze another one in here? Maybe like this. Let's see how we can get that one in. Oh, all right, just like that. I can get a few more on. Let's go along the top here. Just remember, the more you fill in, the longer it's going to take for the next step that we're going to do. And just I think that's it. Yeah, I think that really fills it up quite a bit. Okay, so I got that. Let's close up our Memento ink so we don't stick our finger in it. I'm laughing because I have been working on techniques. I got a techniques camp coming up, and it is so messy. It was so much fun. It is so messy. My goodness, the techniques camp. Every time I'm finished, I end up going upstairs just having to wash because I got so much on. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over, and I'm going to be coloring these in, and I'm going to be using a variety of colors, and they're all in the fall type of colors of yellow and oranges and stuff like that. Let's get them all out. So, whoa, that's a lot of blends that I have. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to be rotating through some of these colors. And I don't need the dark and the light. I just need one of the colors. So let's actually start off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these, and I'm going to use the fine tip point as opposed to, so this one is like a paintbrush. I don't need that because the areas in between the leaves are very, very small. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on one side. Maybe I should get a piece that's a little cleaner. Hold on. There we go. That way you don't. There we go. And what I'm going to do is start on one side that's a little bit on over here, and I'm just going to color it in, just that little tiny piece. Okay. And I'm going to color through the whole leaf. So I'm going to choose some spots that I think. And the goal is when I color, I don't want two colors that are similar to be beside each other. So I'm currently using Cajun Craze, so I don't want another dark or light Cajun Craze beside the piece that I am just coloring. And I'm just going to keep going along, and I won't bore you with coloring this whole sheet because it does take some time. I'm going to let you know ahead of time. This takes some time, but the result is really, really nice. So if you like coloring, this is a good one, and I love coloring with Stampin' Blends. Next to Designer Series paper, Stampin' Blends is my absolute favorite item ever in the catalog. Comment below what your favorite item is from Stampin' Up! Or another company. I'd love to know. So I'm going to keep going across. So I would do that for all the leaves as I'm going across. So I won't do the whole leaves. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to another color. So let's go with a yellow. And this is Dark Daffodil Delight. Again, the fine tip. And I'm going to color in some areas. Remember not to have the same color beside each stuff. So I will not have another Cajun Craze beside what I've just colored, and nor will I have another Daffodil Delight beside, or a yellow beside what I'm coloring now, unless it's a completely different color or like shade, so to speak. So either a really dark or a really light. So I would keep going across on those leaves. I'm going to move into something like a pumpkin pie and keep going. So again, so even though this is close to an orange, it is not the same color as the Cajun Craze. It's a slightly different color, and I'm going to fill it out. So with the selection of Stampin' Blends that I have enough choice that I can do that. So you're going to keep doing that for all the leaves as you go across. So what else have we got here? This is Dark Daffodil Delight we did. What is this one? A soft suede. Hey, let's get a few browns in and fill that in some of the smaller spots. And this is going to look really, really nice. Okay. So you get the idea as it's filling in. And what's nice about this is you don't need to worry about what's dark, what's light. It's just plain coloring in. So pencil crayons work really well too on this. Watercolor pencils. If you got really sharp crayons, knock yourself out. So I'm going to keep going through and coloring those up. So as you can see, the colors, whoops, can you see that? There we go. And we're going to do that all the way across. So this, it does take a little bit of time, so I just wanted to let you know. So what I'm going to do after, I'm just going to show you one that I had finished up. And then when this is done, you are going to mount this on the cardstock just like this. So let's actually, because all I'm doing is coloring, I can glue this down. So pretend that that was all colored in, and I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. I'm going to place this on here and just glue it down. And I could keep coloring even though it's glued down like that. So what it's going to end up looking like is like this. So notice all of the variety of colors in there. It is actually very pretty. So when you have some leaves that you can color in like this, it'll look really nice. It looks kind of a little bit like stained glass to me. I don't know about you. Whoops. Are we? Let's try and focus. Hello. Let's focus. Doesn't want to focus. Ooh. Oh, look at there. There's another card. Oop, there we go. What we want to do next is, if you had the package, I didn't think about this, but I didn't add any ribbon, just grab whatever ribbon. I'm going to pick up a yellow, and here's a sentiment that I just had floating around, and this is ironically in a brown shade, which I think would look really nice. I thought just placing it on, it needed something behind it. So I went in my stash, my old stash, and I looked up for whatever ribbon I could find. And I found this nice yellow. So this is, I think, a retired yellow. Always look in your stash to see what you find. Some of the old stuff that you have is excellent. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to add this on to the sentiment because I want it to kind of stand out a little bit. So if I just place it down by itself, it will not kind of stand out. Ooh, I'm going to put that in the wrong spot. And all I'm going to do is kind of fold it over. Oh, I have tape here. Why don't I just tape that? That would be way easier. I'm just going to take this to the back. Take those off. And I'm going to get a little bit of tape, and I'm just going to go back and forth. I want to create like a little kind of back and forth on here. I'm going to go back and forth across. Like I said, this was a piece of leftover ribbon, so I don't feel so guilty about using it up. We all have something in our stash that we can use. Let's try and take that down. There we go. Let's see. Oh, there, that looks really good. And I will have it end like that. Okay, got it. There we go. So I'm going to end it like that, and there. Well, that actually looks much better. So now I can add my dimensionals, and I'm just going to pop it up. This is a really super simple card. All it is ink and stamping and a little bit of cardstock. Oh, we should see if there's any bling. I'm going to just go through my stash of retired embellishments. Let's see what we got here. I got little dots. Oh, that would look really good. Like I said, just look what you got in your stash. I'm sure you have something. We're just going to put those on. Oh, these work great. I think these were from an old paper pumpkin, these embellishments. Oh my goodness, these look really good. These add really nice. There we go. And I keep all of my embellishments in a Stampin' Up box like this, and I keep them close by. And if they're retired, I just toss them in, and there they are. I have a whole bunch. This way they're not kind of laying all around and they get lost. Wow, that card turned out really quick. Other than the coloring, it does take time. So let me know what you think below. I am curious on how your card is going to turn out if you do this technique. This looks absolutely stunning. Really, really nice. Look in your stash for retired ribbons to see what would match. You could do this with a whole bunch of different colors. If you have any questions, drop me an email at northernstamper@gmail.com. If there's anything that you need, let me know. You can comment below. Don't forget to check out the Leaf Week Facebook group. It is just a rockin'. So they're got tons of stuff happening over there. In the meantime, don't forget to post your card. I'd love to see what you made or what you think of today's card. Anyways, take a little bit of a break and have a lovely, lovely day. And I'll see you next time.